crutches. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. No, this Jesus stunting. Ain't me like Jesus functions. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan water, I eat a peanut butter. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold, the God calls.
And we're back.
Bam.
Welcome to the
Oranges.
Shirts Off Podcast, Season 2, Episode 92. In an age full of scandal and turmoil, it's nice to have a truly terrible tragedy to discuss to get our minds off the exhausting political climate. And who better to exploit a tragedy than two wannabe content creators on Twitch? The fires in Maui have the spotlight nowadays, and when it comes to finger-pointing and blaming people for things, now it's our turn. But first, the weather in Bristol Bay, Alaska is 63 degrees. The precipitation is 4%, and the humidity is 78%. The wind is 25 miles per hour in Bristol Bay, Alaska. That is bananas. Creighton,
Wait. What was the humidity?
what is the word of the day, Creighton?
Sucktoiza.
Okay, hold
It's
on.
all one word.
It's yeah, that was my very first question. I'm glad you know me. Say it again.
Sucktoiza.
Sucktoiza.
It's a Russian word.
Okay, well, you've already given away half of the
Well, no.
information.
I just wanted to make sure you have in your mind like a Russian accent when you say it.
Sucktoiza. Is that what you wanted me to do?
Yeah, exactly. Because I can't do accents, but I know you really enjoy trying to do accents.
How
so-
dare you word it in such a controversial way? I'm great at you put a hat on Jerome.
I put my hat on.
I didn't
Jerome.
even see that until now, until I looked at the camera. How dare you? How dare you not
you didn't
consult
hear
me
my-
before decorating my
You
parrot?
didn't hear me the slight dig beforehand where I was like, "Oh yeah, fucking here's my hat that I'm putting on the platypus." And
You
he's a
know, you
parrot.
said platypus. I was looking at my screen, and I was like, he's just making fun of Melissa for sitting there and being a platypus. I was like, she's just
What?
she looks like a platypus to him for some reason
What?
in this joke that I'm not gonna
If
like,
anything,
address.
she looks like Candace.
Did you see my tweet?
What did
Did you see what I said in
no,
the
I
tweet?
just retweeted it.
In the tweet for the podcast, I said, oh wait, fuck, that's the wrong notification. There it is. I said, live with Creighton on the podcast, and Hartley McCook is on her way to an undisclosed location to help the Green Berets in hand-to-neck combat situations, so she could not be with us for today's episode. I thought it was funny that we were both. In
we're
my head,
both
I thought it
making
was funny
long
that we're
intros,
both
yeah.
attacking her for
Yeah.
not being here.
Oh, dude, and it's like some people watching might not have ever seen Phineas and Ferb. On top of that, so
Don't say that. That makes me feel so.
I'm
Dude,
just
so look,
saying.
I noticed something yesterday while we
Uh-huh.
were out to dinner. Me, Marcy, and Matt
Yeah.
were sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, of the 6 of us there, the 3 of us are the youngest.
Yeah.
Not by anything super crazy, but, you know, like it's
Yeah.
like 26 to 33, 34 in terms of like,
Yeah.
you know, there's like an 8-year
Yeah.
chunk there
and
of
then
the 3
you're
of
with
us.
like 50-years.
Yeah, basically.
But you yourself are 50. So why
Stop.
Are you
Hold on.
trying to
Let me
put
tell my
yourself
thing
in
before you make dumb jokes that don't make sense.
Okay.
We're watching the football game from a few days ago, and this guy scores a touchdown and starts fucking double dabbing. Like he's going like, like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, I looked at both of them and I said, we are older than all of these guys. There's like 15 guys in the NFL who are older than us. Most of them are in their like early 20s.
NFL?
Yeah, most NFL players are like early 20s, mid 20s.
That's not right, is it?
Yeah.
I thought most of them are like kind of in their 30s. You know what I mean?
I mean, a
Or
lot
is
of them,
30s, like,
get
towards
to
the
their
end?
30s, but like a lot of them don't. Like
'Cause
most of
wasn't
the
Tom
players.
Brady like?
Well, Tom
in
Brady's
his
an
50s?
outlier. The quarterbacks can stay in the game for a long time because they're not getting hit nearly as often.
Yeah.
But like linemen, guys that are getting like physically damaged, they usually last anywhere from like 4 to 6 years.
Really?
And most of them get in there when they're like, 18, 19, 20 years old, like right out of college. And sometimes they're only in college for a
18,
couple years.
19 wouldn't be college.
No, I'm saying
18, 19 would be college.
I know, but they can get out of college and into the NFL very quick.
Right, but
Like,
if
it's not
they're
hard.
great, right, like great enough to be in the NFL, wouldn't they stay in school for like 4 years or something like that, like in college for
No.
a while?
No, because
No?
they don't get paid in college.
Yeah, that's a good
they make
point.
no money.
a
That's
good
why they
point.
get them out of
Well,
there.
no, I
a
thought that
lot of
was the
time.
whole. That's like part
Like
of the point. Is like they
quarterbacks-
get the classes that way they can get the education, and then afterwards they go and
They
do
don't
the
need
NFL
the
thing.
education. They make so much money in the NFL if they make it to the NFL.
I mean,
If
I
they know
guess.
they're going to make it to the NFL, because they know. Most of them know, like, you're going to get drafted.
Yeah.
Like, they tell them, like, hey, you're coming to Green Bay
Yeah.
as long as you survive the first round of draft. Like, we're going to get you or someone else's. Like, here is what's going to. They
Well, what
tell the
about,
best of the best.
What's his face? That was the quarterback for Clemson for like 4 years. He was great.
Well, quarterbacks, they usually stay in school longer because they need as much experience as a quarterback for any team to even. A quarterback is like. There's the last like 3 years have been a huge like window for quarterbacks coming into the NFL because you've had like 5 or 6 huge long-standing career quarterbacks retire.
Yeah.
And so and most quarterbacks last a long time. It's like Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers. Like these guys are quarterbacks.
Is Aaron Rodgers still playing?
He either retired or he.
I
has
thought
like
he was
one,
like
he might have moved to another team for like a year.
And
I
then
don't
like
know.
went and threw up for like
I
3
look.
months.
I barely know about football,
Yeah.
but the few things I do know, quarterbacks last for years.
Well,
Tom Brady was a quarterback for fucking 20
The
years.
only reason I know anything about Aaron Rodgers is because they talked about him all the time on Woody and Wilcox because he had like these weird like in the off season like things he would do to detox. Like he went to this detox camp where they basically locked him in a black room and he threw up for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
it was crazy shit, and they're like, this guy paid millions of dollars to do that. Like, why can't you you could just do that at home? Like,
Well, he's an eccentric guy.
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
I've heard that he's eccentric. I don't know much
he
about
seems
him
pretty-
other than the
He
crazy
seems pretty cool.
detoxes.
He's
And
a crazy guy,
and
but like a
then
cool crazy guy.
The last time I went to the gym, everybody was talking about, is he gonna come back? Is he gonna just do
Yeah,
like
well,
one of these crazy?
That's
detox
been the whole
things?
question with these quarterbacks for the last couple of years. Is like, are they gonna all pull a Tom Brady now
Yeah.
and like retire for 20 minutes and then come back and
Yeah.
play again?
Tom Brady did that. He was like, I'm quitting, and then he left, and now he's like, I'm quitting again. And
Well, he's gone this time.
is he? Are you sure?
Yeah, he's not started. He's not on a team. This NFL starting
Right,
now.
but what if he's just taking the year off? You know, what if he's like next year, like
no one will-
dusting off?
no one will take him. His last season was so bad.
Really?
Yeah, he did pretty bad his last season. He got a divorce, lost hundreds of millions of dollars,
Oh,
like crazy shit happened, and he's fucking about to be 50. Like
Yeah.
the guy should not fucking go back.
You're like,
they're
Tom,
not gonna hire
you're
him.
like Tom, sit down.
Yeah,
Okay,
you need to calm
know.
down, dog. Like
What if he's like, look, I'm gonna mix up, guys. I'm going to go play college football.
you haven't have you finished Ted Lasso season 3?
No.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I
Does
won't
he
say.
decide he's gonna go play college football? or
No,
something?
no. It's just there's a funny joke at the end, but I don't want to spoil things.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's why the quarterbacks stay in college for a while,
Yeah.
is because they need as much experience as they can. Where linemen, they're a dime a dozen in the NFL.
Yeah.
There's you need like fucking 8 of them.
This has been a sport-heavy first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
You
Well, no, you
did
like
this.
you teed up that we were gonna talk about the fires.
Wait,
in
what the
Maui.
fuck is the word of the day? This is what happened. We got on a fucking tangent. We don't even know what the word of the day is yet. What is it? You said it's a Russian word. It's all we know. I don't even remember what it is. It's like
How do
something
we
toes. Suck your
segue?
toes or
How
something.
did we segue so hard?
I don't know. I don't even remember how we segued. But what is the word of the day? Go ahead and just tell us. I'm not guessing again. And then we'll talk about
I
Maui.
forgot that I hadn't even read it. I'm sitting here like, oh, word of the day is done. Let's go do a whole podcast.
What's the word of the day? Just say it.
Hold on. A type of dumb Russian.
Read the
wait.
word. No
I'm
one
reading
remembers
I'm
it.
reading Oh. Suck-toiza.
So, those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Melissa's calling me.
Oh my God. Well,
All right, hold on. I'll call her back. in a
no.
second.
Answer the phone. It's Melissa.
No,
She's on the podcast.
sorry. Hold on. Wait. Let me do this real quick.
God damn it.
A type of dumb Russian that snitches on everyone around them, and as you can see, they suck toes.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but today was like slim pickings. I had a couple that were great, but I was like, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I was like, that's not for us.
No.
We'd get canceled so fast.
So so hard,
We're
so
not.
fast.
I mean, maybe if Aleem was here, I'd have him read them, but like,
Well, that doesn't narrow it down for the audience at all,
Hello?
does it?
Hey.
You called me?
Yeah. Oh, wait, are you just calling 'cause I called you?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
let her know what's happening.
Hey, we're on the podcast right now. Like, you're being
Oh.
recorded.
Oh.
Jesus, are you dying?
I'm a little sick.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Melissa.
Charlie's here. Can you hear?
Hey, Charlie.
We miss you, and how dare you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going to work right now, too, 'cause my sister fucking doesn't go to work, so.
Oh my
Nice.
God. So she takes after you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm scared.
Creighton made
Yeah, we
that
have
joke,
that
not
in
me.
Huh?
I said, yeah, we have that in common.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
She'll take a joke
Wait.
right on the chin, won't she?
Are you on the way to work right now?
Yeah.
What if you just swing by here and do the rest
No.
of the show with us?
I don't have time to swing by there.
Oh, okay.
About to say, what the hell are you
Well,
talking about?
Now I'm sad about it. And I thought today was Friday, so
Today's not Friday.
I know it's Thursday. I've been thinking it's Friday all day, and I'm like, wait a minute.
If you guys are going to do a podcast tomorrow and I'm not, like, sick as fuck like I am right now, like, if I feel better tomorrow, then I'll do one with you guys tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
You're gonna
For
dust
sure.
off the old headset and come out of retirement.
Yeah. I know, I've been slacking recently, but there's been so much shit going on.
No, I understand. You moved like 3 hours away, and
I don't even live 3 hours away.
and also, I'm getting a house, so there's that too.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, we're not having this conversation. Talk about this later. We're not
Alright,
having this
bye,
conversation on the
Melissa.
fucking.
And that's how you create a hook. The old bait and switch. That's all we are. We just hook people, and,
and
that's
then
it.
never
We
go back to
never-
the thing that hooks
It's like
them.
you even said in the beginning, we're going to talk about the Maui fires. We had a
Speaking of the Maui
we had a
fires,
10-minute segue in sports and quarterbacks and Tom Brady, and then you're like, we did the word of the day, right?
anyway,
Anymore.
into it's all a big conspiracy. This shit in Maui it's so quietly.
Yeah.
It is so quietly becoming the next big conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Also, did you see the group of people waiting for Biden when he finally showed up 2 weeks after the fires to Maui to like
He came 2 weeks after?
he went to Maui
I'm gonna
like a
come.
couple days
Sorry.
ago.
I just thought of Trump going like, I'm going to come.
I'm gonna come. Wait.
Did he have a Mitch McConnell moment? Like
come.
There it is.
No,
Was
so
Trump there? Did he come?
he came to Hawaii right away. No, there was no one waiting
With
there
the-
for him.
Really?
Like,
Damn.
dude, the whole squadron of limos and everything, there's like 8 people outside.
Jesus.
There's like a couple people with signs saying like, listen to the people of Lahaina, Mr. President. But like, no one was like, Biden, yay, Mr. President.
Well,
There's just
yeah, 2
no one.
weeks later.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks
Like,
after the
Do
fires.
you remember how mad people were when 9/11 happened, and like this guy leans over and whispers in Bush's ear because he was at like an elementary school or something, and he just turned back and kept like listening to the kid's story, and like how fucking pissed people were then. Like, imagine if he had waited 2 weeks to go to the ground zero of 9/11.
Yeah, no, that would have been
Granted,
he
it's two
would not
different
have-
things.
he would
but,
not have
like,
been reelected.
No, but
I think that is the kind of swing that would have cost an election.
Oh yeah.
Where this is, I don't think
It's
Biden has a
bad.
chance anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a chance of making it regardless.
Yeah.
But this is one of those things where it's like, if he hadn't been so terrible for the last 2.5 years
Yeah.
already, this is one of those things where people have been like, hey, that's pretty, but like he's been so bad that they're like, yeah, this is what we expect.
He's the Calvin Coolidge of our generation. No, people hated Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah, people hate a lot of people.
Yeah. They also didn't like Jimmy Carter either, for some reason. Apparently, Jimmy Carter's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Terrible president.
That's what they say. He's still alive, 99.
Yeah. He wants to
He's-
have that worm thing killed before he dies.
What worm thing?
There's like a parasite that is like this worm, and I mean he's pretty much almost eradicated. It was at like 18 million cases when he first announced it, and now there's like 3. So like
cases or 3 million cases?
It might have been 3. I don't know. It was high. It was a high thing, and he went around
Thank you,
Africa.
Kimberly.
He went around Africa using his pull as a former president to be like, hey, like let's get some doctors on this. Let's figure this shit out. And now there's like 3 known cases, and that's it.
Damn.
Yeah. And
That's
it used to be
pretty
this worm where like if it was hanging out like a sword, they would have to take like a stick and pull it out like inch by inch, like
Ugh.
wrapping it around the stick every
Ugh.
day.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
hate that. I
Yeah.
hate that image in my brain.
I can't remember, but if you Google it, it's like I think it's the Millie worm.
Okay, I'm not Googling.
I'm recalling stuff. I'm just Google it.
Oh, well,
we have
there
the
you go.
internet right here. Go ahead, say something, Charlie, while I'm looking this up.
Well, have you heard any of the like controversy over the shit in Maui?
No.
and the
What's
fires?
going on?
So during the fires, there were no sirens, which
What?
in Hawaii, there's sirens forever. Like they have fucking nuclear missile sirens
Yeah.
because they're so like
Yeah.
like a year ago
Well,
or a year
even
and some
here,
change ago
like-
they had. Well, did you hear about the fucking
Yeah.
test firing and they didn't tell the Hawaiians that it was a test and they just sent the fucking like nuclear siren thing and people had to like decide. Like one guy was like, I had to decide whether I was going to go see my son for the last 10 minutes of our life or go see my daughter for the last 10 minutes of my life because they're in separate schools.
What? Which one
And
do you pick?
I don't know, but like
Dude, you can't just say that and not say it.
I don't remember. Well,
Okay,
the
sorry.
the controversial thing is that they sent the siren out, but so they could test a nuclear siren without telling anybody, and make them think that they were about to die in a nuclear explosion. But they couldn't do the fire siren when a real fire was happening and give any. So many children died in this fire.
Guinea
So
worm.
many-
That's what it's called.
So many. That's racist.
No.
So many people. I'm Italian. So many
Sorry.
people died in this fire, and a lot of them were children who were home alone, like while parents were at work and shit, 'cause it's summertime.
What?
Yes, and like there was no siren, there was no nothing. One guy had like a four-wheel off-road Jeep, and like went down some dirt roads to escape the fire. And when he went back to search through like houses and shit, he was able to find a couple of people who survived. But like there were so many people that he knew, like if he had just 15 minutes warning,
Yeah.
he would have been able to save so many people,
Yeah.
like a ridiculous amount of people. Just even if it was just driving a couple minutes down a dirt road where there was nothing to burn,
Yeah.
to drop people off and let them sit there while he kept getting people.
Well, have you seen the thing going around TikTok and the Instagram reels where it's like talking about some kind of light beam, like starting these fires? Like, 'cause they said that there was something similar spotted before the Maui fires, and there's something similar spotted before the Canadian fires that just happened too. It's
I've
like
not
it
heard
looks
about it.
almost like a. I saw like a digital recreation. I didn't see the actual thing, but and I don't know how true it is because like it
probably
seems
just
it seems
lightning.
pretty silly, but like
It's probably just lightning.
well, no,
It's
not,
very hot.
It's not
probably heat
It's
lightning.
not lightning. It's like it looks almost like a ray of sunlight, but it's really focused. And it.
Well,
and-
we do
yeah.
have heat lasers. I mean, that's like a thing. That's a military. That's a weapon.
Yeah.
Like we do have these ridiculous.
So and
like,
it almost kind of looks like you remember the end of Batman and Robin, where like it's gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm going somewhere with this. Where they save the city by
Never saw that
turning.
movie.
Okay, so the city gets frozen by Mr. Freeze, and
Of
they
course.
save the city by turning the reflective mirrors on these satellites of the sun and shining them around the city to thaw the city out. But it reminded me of that because of the way the light just focuses and then like starts these fires.
we have laser beams that can shoot planes out of the sky.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yes.
Yeah, well, those can start fires. If they can burn a hole through a metal plane
Yeah.
so powerfully that it like brings the plane out of the sky.
Well, they still don't know
They
what
can-
started these fires, right?
Well, sure.
Or they say they don't.
They say they don't.
Yeah.
Look, they won't. They were arresting people for trying to come and cover it in the first couple days.
Really?
Yeah, they weren't letting news in. They were not letting this thing is rife with corruption. Like,
What
do you know
do
how many?
like
do you know
for
how big
what?
of an area in Maui burned? Like a ridiculous area burned in Maui, and right next to it, are all these
Celebrity
celebrities'
homes.
houses, and they were not even just barely touched. And all of the land that burned is like land that they've been trying to buy from the people, the commoner people that live there,
Yeah.
like the locals of Hawaii, of Maui, for years and years and years and years.
Yeah. So
And
you
a
think
lot of
it's
them
a real
died.
estate scheme.
I think it's a real estate scheme, among other things. I mean, it could be all kinds of things, but like
Maybe mining. Is there something?
there's
there?
I doubt it's mining. They wouldn't do that. But there's so many. There's
Well,
so
I'm
much
trying to think,
devastation.
like, what could you make that much money off of?
Real estate in Hawaii? What are you talking about?
You think so? I mean,
Wait.
look, I'm just saying, like, enough to like take a space laser and start starting fires.
You know, how it would.
wouldn't
It's
it
probably
cost-
not a
doesn't it
space
co-
laser, and even if it is, it's not millions of dollars to use it. It's like Tom Cruise to rent the planes for Top Gun Maverick. It was like $15K an hour.
Really?
Yeah, like it's nothing. It's not undoable for these millionaires. Like if anybody really wanted to shoot that laser, it like maximum
Wait,
cost them.
wait. You mean like the military planes are $15K an hour?
Yeah, for them to rent for the movie.
What?
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is,
That's
when
not that
tax
crazy.
time comes, let's put together our money.
No,
and
no.
rent a
We're not.
plane.
We're not renting a plane for any amount of time.
Why
Why
not?
would we rent one of those planes for 1 hour? What the fuck are we gonna do with a
To
plane?
fly
for an
around
hour?
with.
We can't fly it. We don't have licenses.
No.
We're not fucking
We
pilots.
we can take pictures of it.
Oh
and
my
then do a podcast from the plane, the cockpit.
No.
Yeah.
You're being silly. Anyway, it would be nothing for them to if that and that's look that's the theory that we're using fucking airplane lasers. And those are actually they're not even on planes. They shoot planes down. So like these are on ships, which still, granted with that said, we are in Maui.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible.
And there's a military base right there next to it, right?
probably
Pearl Harbor's still active. As a
yeah.
base, right?
I don't know. I don't know where Pearl Harbor is like in relation to. I don't know if that's on Maui, if that's on Honolulu.
Well,
if
no,
it's
but
on
I mean
which
it's in
island
the
it's on.
same chain of islands, is what I'm
Well,
getting
yeah,
at.
but I mean, well, sure,
yeah.
but I don't know. Whether it was a match or whatever, I think that it was definitely a fire that was started, not a fire that just happened, or at the very least, a fire that whether it started naturally or not, there was a situation in place that if a fire happened, they were going to let it happen. That's what I think it may have been. I think they may have just been biding their time and waiting for a natural disaster like a fire
Yeah.
and knew when the time came they were not going to tell anyone, not going to warn anybody.
That seems
Diabolical.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. But he said there was no sirens, like nothing.
Nothing. There was no siren for the fire when it happened.
Like, how long did it go on before there were sirens?
There were no sirens.
Never, not even until after it was over.
Not from what it sounds like. That's what I've been reading.
That's crazy.
Because I mean, it came and burned through like quick. Like,
That
it was
seems-
not. It was not very long. You know, it was like a day.
seems risky. Like, okay, let's say it is a conspiracy, right?
Okay.
You don't have any sirens go off,
Yeah.
but like, why not? You
Yeah.
know what
The
I mean?
thing is, here's the thing. It's an island. It's not, multi millions of people living
Yeah.
there. It's like, you know what? Population of Maui. Let's figure this out. Population of Maui before fire. Okay. 165,000.
Okay.
So there's 165,000 people that lived on Maui. They're going to know each other. A lot of people are going to know each other. I'm not saying everyone knows all 165,000, but in a town like that, you know who people probably know? Or you know how easy it would be to probably figure out who people are? What about the guy who's supposed to sound the siren?
Yeah. Well, no.
you know
I
how
just-
fast people are going to be like, hey, who's in charge
or what
of
group of
sounding
people,
the siren? Yeah, who's the people who work on the sirens?
Yeah.
Because that's what they're going to figure out next is like, hey, who the fuck didn't do
Well,
this?
no, but what I mean by what I'm saying earlier is like
But no,
it
no, hold on.
seems risky to like destroy the property, sure, but why burn the people too? You know?
Yes, but that's the thing. They don't care about that. They need the people dead so that they can buy the property now.
But I mean, if the goal is to burn the property, right? Like
The
to
goal
make
is
it
not
unlivable,
necessarily
well, couldn't they
burn-
just buy it from the people that survived? I mean, why go to the trouble of burning the people too?
Well, because how are they going to orchestrate burning a bunch of houses with no people in them? You know how hard it would. How hard? You know how hard it would be to burn all those houses down and not have a bunch of people in them. They don't care if there's people in them or not. They need the people.
Well, no,
dead.
I just mean
or
like
the house is
what,
burned.
like
Well,
what
the
difference does the siren
people are
blaring
not
or
selling- the
other
people
than
are not
saving
selling-
people? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Wait,
like
what?
what difference does the siren blaring or not? How does that? If it's a conspiracy, right?
Yeah.
How does the siren blaring or not play into like let's save the people or not save the people? You know what I mean? Because like the siren goes off just to alert the people. It doesn't really affect them.
Well, if the
burning
siren
the
goes off,
houses.
all the fucking firefighters might know and be able to prevent a lot of damage. There's all kinds of things that can happen.
I
all of a
guess,
sudden.
but I mean, the fire this large, like the firefighters would already know, right, and be there trying to put it out.
You would
Because
think.
that's what happened, isn't it? Like, because I mean, granted, I don't know much about this or about like how firefighting works in Maui, but like, I mean, somebody had to show up at some point and start trying to put this out. Couldn't they just delay the firefighters coming? Like, why go
That's-
to the
I mean,
trouble of
that's a
cutting
big-
the
that's a
alarm
big part
off?
of it.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like I mean, don't get me wrong. I do believe it's a conspiracy. It just
The
seems
bigger,
like,
a big question for me is like, how do you get whoever it is that's supposed to do that not to do it? Like, start looking at those guys as money.
you kill.
Do they have money all of a sudden?
Or are they dead?
Or are they all dead? Yeah, like how
Did
many
they die in the
how
fire?
many people are in charge of the sirens?
Or did they all commit suicide?
How many people are in charge of the
Clinton
sirens?
style.
How many people
Allegedly.
are Stop it. How many people are in charge of the sirens?
Yeah.
Were they at work? Is it one guy? Is it 30? Do they all have a bunch of money in their accounts all of
Yeah.
a sudden? Are they living better lives? Do they have crazy vehicles? Like, these are the guys you investigate,
Mhm.
and then you start getting into the governments of it. Like, what the fuck is going on if nothing is fishy
So there's
there?
a big siren for fires there, or
There's
like
a siren for like everything in Hawaii. Like they have fire sirens, nuclear sirens, volcano sirens.
Oh, wait, we can just Google this.
hurricane
Google
sirens.
who's in charge of the sirens in Hawaii?
Well, I think you should do Maui specifically.
In charge of the. How you spell Maui?
MAUI.
Sirens located in Maui County. The Hawaii Emergency Management Agency (HIEMA) is responsible for the all hazard statewide outward warning siren system, including construction and
A last
maintenance.
resort. Maui's emergency management director repeatedly downplayed the sirens, records show. Since the wildfires that killed more than 100 people this month, some survivors have said some of the victims could have made it out had the sirens sounded. Jesus Christ, like the barren landscape.
This is
crazy.
So this is the guy over it. His name is Andia, Andaya.
Okay.
Andia said he decided not to sound the sirens as the fire approached, as he feared coastal residents would have fled inland toward the flames. The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event of the siren sound, he said, noting that the sirens are used primarily for tsunamis.
Andaya. Herman Andaya.
Andaya, yeah.
In meetings in 2019,
okay.
2020, and 2021, Andaya, the administrator of the Maui County
So this is
Emergency
the guy.
Management
This is
Agency,
the guy you're
repeatedly
talking
called sounding the civil service alarms a last resort, according to meeting transcripts of the county's Public Safety Commission. Andaya made the remarks about the sirens to commissioners in recent years after monthly tests found some were not working, and in one case, after a false alarm. Andaya couldn't immediately be reached for comment throughout Thursday, of course. A spokesperson for Maui County confirmed that Andaya resigned later Thursday. Damn.
Ooh.
He now faces intense criticism because his agency didn't sound the sirens before this month's devastating fire. At a 2019 meeting, Andaya called sirens kind of a last resort kind of thing. Damn. Adding that, for the most part, people don't get their information from sirens. At a July, tell that to the fucking nuclear sirens a year ago that caused strife.
Well, so like, don't they have different types of sirens though? Like one for tsunamis, one for fires, one for like it's not all the same sound, is it? Because if it's all the same sound, I can see how that could be confusing.
No, I think they're different sounds. They're like trained for different noises.
Okay, so
When Andaya reported to public safety commissions that only 58 of the island's more than 70 sirens worked during the most recent monthly test, he said that the state process for fixing the sirens was slow, but that officials had several other means to notify the public during emergencies.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like the way he's talking, like he's like, okay, in this quote, he's talking about he would fear the coastal residents would have fled inland where the flames were coming from, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like it's all one sound because it's a tsunami siren that he's referring to. So it has to be the same sound. So I think he's saying like, I mean, granted,
I don't
he
know about
definitely
that.
shouldn't have downplayed the sirens, but
Well, I think what he means by coastal residents is coastal residents are probably not people that live in Maui year round. He's probably saying coastals are basically like tourists, because coastal that's where all the Airbnbs are going to be. That's where all the like people who have like beachfront property, for the summers are going to be. That's where they're going to be. They're going to be in Maui for that. So they're not like and he specified, and the locals know better. They're trained for different things. So like coastal residents and locals are obviously a different thing. And if it's coastal residents, I don't know why he would think they would go inland unless they just don't understand which sirens are which.
I googled it.
Okay.
Sirens signal natural disasters and potential threats. Indeed, the system is meant to send residents to high ground in the event of tsunami, according to the county website, MauiSiren.com. That site includes a map showing many of the alarms in Maui County are situated along the coastline. Okay, so it is.
So that's for what you just said. What fuck?
Well, no, for natural disasters.
Natural, but you read specifically tsunamis. You said tsunami specifically.
Wait, hold on. Indeed, the system is meant to send residents to high ground in the event of a tsunami. But
Yeah.
that's just the system in general.
Yeah, but I don't think that it would say tsunami. It would say natural disasters if it was like for just a standard noise.
Well, no, that's why I googled it.
Because there's no way.
said
Well,
ar-
then that nuclear one that went off, like they knew it was a nuclear alarm.
Right.
They knew it was for a nuclear
no,
missile incoming.
I typed in, are there different sounds for sirens in Maui? And let's see.
Actually, you know what? Let me step back on that. I'm remembering now. It was not a siren. It was a.
Was it the?
It was like it was a text. They all
was it a
received like
text?
for the nuclear thing. Yeah,
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Okay.
It might have been both, but I do remember there was definitely a text
well,
implemented.
look, we can Google that too.
Is there like a nuclear alarm?
Yeah, was there a disaster with or not disaster, was there a mix-up with the nuclear test, or nuclear alarm test?
Nuclear alarm test in Hawaii. Let's see. Monthly siren and emergency alert system test, Honolulu, 2023, July 28th. The monthly test of the all-hazard statewide outdoor warning siren system is scheduled for Tuesday, August 1st. The siren test
here
will
we
be
go.
coordinated.
2018 Hawaii false missile alert.
There you go.
Hold on.
During this monthly
In the morning of January 13th, 2018, an alert was accidentally issued via the emergency alert system and wireless emergency alert system over television, radio, cell phones in the U.S. state of Hawaii, instructing citizens to seek out shelter due to an incoming ballistic missile, it concluded this is not a drill. The message was sent at 8:07 a.m. local time. The state had not authorized civil defense outdoor warning sirens. So there was no outdoor warning sirens for that one. It was just a text and TV alert.
That's
God
brutal.
damn.
That's
and that was
nuts.
recent, too. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
Ugh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting a text that says you're about to get hit with a nuke? I mean, it's crazy the technology available to us. Like that's even like a possibility. Like, you know.
Well, no, it's just like you were saying with these lasers and stuff that can shoot
we're
stuff
like
down,
catching up
you
with
know?
like
I don't.
straight up science fiction shit.
I think that you know, in the event that were to happen, that they would probably find a way to shoot it down. Hopefully before it, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have deterrents. We have ways of potentially shooting them down. They're
And
just.
I
I think
I'm
those are
sure-
the things that are not like perfected yet.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure they don't want people to know what those things
Exactly.
are. They're like, oh yeah, we don't have any deterrents.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's just like Stalin going around after World War II and it was like, Hitler's alive, even though he had Hitler's fucking skull in his office.
Damn, I don't know about that.
No, he didn't actually have it in his office, but he did have it. He found a skull, like his men found a skull, and they sent it and had it tested by Hitler's dentist, and it was like, yeah, this is him.
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I think more than likely Hitler ended up
In Argentina?
In Argentina with the rest of those guys.
I mean,
For many years.
I don't know. I've been on this YouTube called Decoding the Unknown. That's hosted by this British guy named Simon, and he like investigates a lot of stuff. And like, I watched his JFK and MLK videos just to see, like, you know, is this guy a narc or is he like kind of on board with this stuff? And he's like, oh yeah, some real crazy shit's happening there. But then with the Hitler stuff, there's just not a lot of evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, like, granted, he's like is very unlikely because they have matched his teeth without his dentist. Like, they used his dental records that they had on file from like a completely unbiased thing, and the skull found in the garden where his body and his wife's body were burned was like matched to his bite record. So unless Hitler's walking around Argentina without a jaw,
Well, I mean, he's not now. Whether.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't know.
Although that would be crazy.
That would be
Imagine
crazy if
he's
they
like,
really, if they
cut
did
out
it
my
that good.
jaw and burn it in the garden. And they're like, whatever
That'd
you
be
say.
some cold-blooded shit.
They're like, whatever you say, Monfiera.
This is a really good, like, fucking bone saw guy who's like, I could do it without hurting him.
And then they're like, wait, how's he gonna talk and tell us what to do after this?
He's just like,
He's like, right,
it's just
he's
nothing
like
but
writing
shouts.
little notes.
Yeah, with exclamation points all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
make sure you scream here.
But
for this part.
imagine being Stalin after this and gaslighting people, like being like, oh yeah, Hitler's alive. Don't think about me and what I'm doing over here.
That
Just
shit
be,
is
just
pretty
be looking
nuts.
for Hitler.
It is crazy how many of those, like, upper members escaped to Argentina. Though.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like, have you ever seen photos of like the German like holidays?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they have little parades and it's just a
Yeah.
bunch of blonde,
Yeah.
blue-eyed.
Well, you know why that
kids.
happened, right? It was the Allies and the Allied and the USSR helping them escape, because they were like, if we go to war with the USSR, or USSR goes to war with the USA, they wanted to learn from the technology the Nazis had, and from the different things they were able to do.
Yeah, I mean, we had better technology than them.
We did, but like there was still like take any advantage you can mentality,
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
get ahead. Because like really, like the end of World War II was more of the beginnings of the Cold War,
Yeah.
and everybody.
Yeah, and it really hasn't ever ended.
No, and FDR was kind of sitting there like across from Stalin, like, hey, like we're working together now, but like look how much I'm able to do, and look at how much you're able to do.
Wait, when? What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm just saying, like, I can imagine that going on at these meetings. Like, Churchill's in the middle of them. And, like, fucking FDR's like, hey, man, we're going to fuck you up. I'm like, look at what we're doing to these Nazis fuckers.
Oh, that's not. I don't think that was what
And
FDR
then
was
Truman
thinking.
showed up and was like,
I was gonna
"Did you
say
see-"
Truman probably.
He
yes.
was like, look, did you see Hiroshima, bro? Could you feel the shockwave all the way in Russia?
Truman, yes. Truman probably did have that kind of ballsy, holy shit moments and
Yeah.
type of opinions on things, but I don't think FDR did.
I don't know. In my mind, FDR is just the guy from fucking the movie Pearl Harbor, who's also the guy in Transformers.
No. No. Dude, Gary Oldman playing Truman in Oppenheimer
Oh, dude.
was spoiler
I was
alert.
like, is that Gary Oldman?
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, is that
He just went through like a whole ass body change for like what,
is
3
that,
minutes of screen time?
is that Jim Gordon? What the fuck? And like but then it's crazy how many. Look, it's been a month or something. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Yeah.
them. Fucking Casey Affleck, Rami Malek, Kenneth Braun, and Gary Oldman.
yeah.
These motherfuckers show up for like a scene each, and absolutely
Just kill it.
kill it.
At one point, you think Rami Malek's just gonna be a background character
Yeah.
this whole time,
because like he shows up like 3 or 4 times and literally has like maybe
and he's
maybe,
like off to the side. It's not
Yeah.
like, look, it's Rami Malek. You're like, he passes by, and you're like, was that Rami Malek?
yeah, and then you're like, where are his lines? This is lead actor Oscar award winner Rami Malek.
Star of Night at the Museum, Rami Malek.
Well, okay. Star of Bohemian Rhapsody. How is this guy not? How is he just fucking all of a sudden literally a side character in this movie, and then he shows up, and that testimony is real. That's
Yeah.
a real testimony by a real scientist.
Well, isn't all the black and white stuff like
Yeah.
real like
Yeah.
shit, like
Yeah.
just taken
Yeah.
from manuscripts? Is it manuscripts or transcripts? I mean,
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing. But it's insane that like they are able to like fake you out. Like and they do it four times. There's
Yeah.
like this crazy actor comes in and you're like, what the fuck? You're here for one scene? What the fuck? Except Kenneth Braun's in it for like 2 scenes.
I thought they were gonna do that with Matt Damon a little bit, like after.
You thought he was just gonna show up and
after
leave.
it started, because he's not really there at the beginning.
Yeah, no, he's like
And-
a commanding force.
Yeah.
Kind of like the pseudo villain character, but then you find out that
he's actually pretty cool.
he's pretty cool, and that him and Oppenheimer ended up being like great friends, and
Yeah.
like not like friendly friends, but like great friends of respect
Yeah.
throughout their lives.
And like the funny part was when you first kind of see him, he's like, I think he's coming out of a room with the other doctor guy that's working on the fucking what was he working on? Some kind of fission thing, wasn't it? Like an actual machine that could do fission.
I don't remember.
And
I need to watch it again.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, there was Matt Damon, and there he goes. And in the back of my mind, I was like, is he coming back? Like,
And then he comes back
Yeah,
and he's
I was like,
there for the
okay.
whole fucking movie. He was great. Matt Damon was so. I think
Emily Blunt was great.
Emily Blunt was great.
Yeah.
She was unbelievable.
Like she's
Her
kinda,
and Matt Damon.
it's
and-
kind of hard because like you have all these other people that show up as still in the show, but Emily Blunt for all her parts in it, especially that scene in the woods after
Oh.
Florence Pugh, the thing
Bro.
that happens with her.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Her and Matt Damon and John Krasinski are all like really good friends.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
That's
John
funny.
Krasinski and Matt Damon are both from Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and well, there's a lot of like that little kind of there's like a little crew of actors all from Boston,
Yeah.
but they're all like really tight because
The
you know
Boston boys.
her and Emily Blunt and Matt Damon were in the Adjustment Bureau together, and
really?
and like John Krasinski came to the set, and like Matt Damon, there's like a famous line of he said, "I was so excited to meet Matt Damon," and the first thing John Krasinski's talking, "I was so excited to meet Matt Damon," and the first thing he said to me was like, "Yo, sup, dude? I just got done tonguing your wife," because they're like romantic and like characters in the movie. They have like a romantic interest. and he said that on like an interview show, and the crowd laughed, and he was like, he was my idol. it was so funny. It was like, or something along those lines. Like, I'm such a big fan, and he's that's the first thing he said.
Could you imagine?
But they're all like really good friends.
Could you imagine your first meeting like your hero, and that's the first thing your hero says to you?
Just got done tonguing your wife. So funny.
I'm trying to think.
Matt Damon reminds me of my uncle. You've met my Uncle Jason.
Oh yeah.
My Uncle Jason is like my own little personal Matt Damon. Like he feels like Matt.
Yeah.
He acts like the Matt Damon that I see in interviews and stuff. Like I think Matt Damon's one of those actors who's probably a really cool human being.
Yeah.
Like not a fucking crazy person.
When
Probably a little ego.
when you said that, I was thinking about if you first met Jimmy Kimmel or is it Fallon or
Jimmy
Kimmel?
Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. And he looks at you and
Hey,
goes like,
buddy.
I just got
Hey,
done
pal.
tugging your wife.
Hey, pal, I just got done tonguing your wife. Nah, Jimmy Fallon wouldn't do that.
I mean, you don't know.
I know him pretty good, I think.
It's like it was part of a skit. We were in a hot tub.
Well, okay, yeah, and that maybe if it was like if he was still on SNL.
Yeah.
God, I wish he had just never left SNL.
Nah, I bet
Imagine
he
the
wishes
greatness.
that too.
I think he does.
Especially right now.
He probably fucks heavy with the money. He's probably super
Yeah.
excited and happy about the money, and that's probably why he keeps doing
They're
it.
not doing anything right now, are they? Because of the writer's strike.
Yeah, no, none of them. None of the
they're
late
just
night
kind of
shows.
sitting at home
Yep,
collecting.
all
a
those
check.
guys, they're all just not doing shit.
Which I mean is fantastic. Not like in a bad way, but I mean imagine.
Well, I doubt they're actually collecting a check. I think that's part of the strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't make money during. Otherwise, they would just always strike. The fuck are you talking about? But he also, has all the money. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's fine. Him and that like they're like part of the A tier list of celebrity now. Like they don't have to worry about money ever again.
I want to get to that point where I don't have to worry about money again.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, wouldn't
Yeah. I think we'll get there. I believe I'm gonna get there.
it? Okay.
I believe you're gonna get there too.
I don't know. I think that
Probably before me.
I think
but
more
like-
than likely what will happen is we'll become leaders and or sergeants of the first militia of people in the dystopian apocalypse. I think that we are
Well, unless you
capable.
don't have to worry about money anymore.
Like,
That's
what I
gonna be
mean.
the first thing I see.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
won't. It won't be
God.
money. It'll be food.
I'll
That
be
will
the-
be currency.
I'll be-
Food,
yeah.
bullets, stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
weapons,
that's a
like
good point.
knowledge. Like it will truly be a survival of the prepared, survival of the
Yeah.
fittest situation.
I was just gonna be like, thank God we don't have to worry about fucking money anymore. Jesus.
If anything, if like for me, it's like we just hightail it north. We just get up into
What's
the
north?
mountains. Just mountains.
You
Find the
mean
mountains.
up, but not north.
Yeah, north.
Well, I mean, like you can go to the mountains and go east.
Yeah, but I mean the north.
Or
I'm
west,
saying
I mean,
I'm saying
sorry.
get to the cold.
Yeah.
You want to get to the places that are cold.
Why?
Be that Canada because it's easier to survive in the cold, and it's much less likely that giant bands of people will go up a mountain together. It's a lot easier for them to survive here as a big crew. I would rather, we grab 20 or 30 of our closest friends who we think are worth trying to keep alive and take them up into the mountains and just
Yeah.
build our lives in the mountains.
Definitely not Gatlinburg though.
No, hell no. Not Gatlinburg. What the fuck?
That would be like the worst place to go in the
It's
mountains.
worst place. It's fucking hot. It doesn't even really get cold there until the winter. Like I'm talking places that are like relatively cold now.
Yeah.
Like not 20 degrees cold, but
Like
in
Asheville.
in the 50s. No, I feel like you just don't. That's just north of us. That's not north. I'm talking fucking Canada.
Yeah.
I'm talking fucking
Oh,
like
Canada sounds nice.
yeah, like
I hear
any.
they just cleared a bunch of trees. Lots of leg room. Was that too soon?
Anyway,
That might have been too soon.
I think it was funny. I thought it was great. But we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? It might all be. It might all go okay. Might everything might be okay.
I really thought Copenhagen was going to come in here. Like he's just like got his finger.
That's too normal of an hour.
Like he's just got his finger on the pulse of the Charlie Boy thing. Like you know how it sends you a notification like Charlie Boy is live, and he would immediately jump in and be like,
He's
"What's
probably
up?"
at work or has forgotten about us.
Yeah, he's forgotten about us for sure.
Yep.
He's moved on to another podcast where he can bully people. I want to be a fly on the wall in Copenhagen's room and see who all else he goes and
See
watches.
what entertains him. Yeah.
What if he's a serial killer?
Would not surprise me at all. I would be
It's like-
totally.
He gets arrested, and it's like, you know, the guy you couldn't think of, like the whole Ed Kemper situation where
Ed
he's
Kemper. That's the
Yeah.
guy earlier that I was
know,
trying to
I
talk
said
about.
that.
You didn't
Yeah.
say that.
No, I said it in the reel, and I told you. I read verbatim when I said, this is Charlie struggling to remember Ed Kemper.
Ah, how dare you? I didn't even hear you
And
say
the show is called Mind Hunters, not Mind Killers.
Did I say mind killers?
You said Mind Killers?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Dude, I have the reel.
I mean, I believe you, I guess.
You're like that guy from
s-
Mind Killers.
so
And I was
upset.
like, Mind
so upset that I forgot all
They
this.
really kill their minds.
That's one of the most, like, ridiculous cancellations of a show of all time. So sad. it got
Yeah, I
canceled.
mean, don't get me, but like,
I think it shouldn't have been on Netflix.
The actual story of it is crazy.
Yeah.
That guy I was talking about, the casual criminalist and decoding the
Yeah.
unknown, the Simon. So his format for a show is like people write these scripts talking, like outlining what happened factually, and then he just throws in his 2 cents as he's reading the scripts. Like he read about Ed Kemper's thing, and he was like, "Holy," because like he does some pretty fucked up shit, like with the people that he kills. But then like he has this whole after like career. He's still alive, by the way, where he's
Yeah,
like
isn't that
helps
crazy?
like form the FBI's behavioral analysis.
Yeah.
Unit or the DA.
And still, like, that's the craziest part is that he's like 80.
Yeah.
The guy is like fucking that tall.
Well, and like they talk about too, like in his early, because I don't know, do you know much about Ed Kemper or no?
Yeah, I know a lot about.
So you know about like his whole relationship with his mom.
Yes.
Yeah, and how like crazy it was.
Yes, and what he did.
Yeah. So at one point,
Pretty fucking.
at one point after he killed his grandparents, he was in the state hospital for the criminally insane. And he gets released, and the Sacramento State Board is like, he should be fine. He's rehabilitated. Just don't turn over custody to him to his mother. And they immediately turn custody over to his mother. And they even put in their notes, he's likely to fucking
Kill her.
No, he's likely to what's the relapse
Yeah.
if he's around his mother. And
Murder relapse.
And they fucking gave him back to his mother.
Do you imagine just giving a murder?
But they
out into
expunged
the world?
like everything from his record, like the whole,
It's because he was so likable. Everyone
Yeah.
liked him.
Well,
That's
no,
the craziest part. Is even after they knew he killed 6 people, he told them how he did it. He told them what they did. He told them that he was fucking the throat of his
Yeah.
mom's decapitated head, and he was still friends with all the prison guards. They were all boys. Like they all like him. Like he's just a likable. Is that not fucking? That's fucking crazy.
I think that if he had not been turned back over to his mother, he probably would have like never killed again.
No, he
You don't
definitely
think
would have
so?
kept killing.
You think so?
Yeah, he said as much. He was like, I was going to keep killing. I was never going to stop. Like he still thinks that he needs to be like tortured to death. Like they need to kill him.
Yeah.
Like he thinks that's what he deserves. He's
Have
like,
you ever seen his IQ test?
yes, he's a
It's
fucking
crazy.
genius. He is a genius, and a lot of them probably are. A lot of them are whether they're autistic or not. Like so many to be a functioning serial killer and get away with it in today's age, you got to be really smart. You have to be able to understand the patterns of human behavior and understand how to work a system to have a chance. You know, that's why so many of them they've like realized that there's so many unsolved killings that are more than likely truckers.
Yeah.
Because a trucker can so easily like cover their path
Yeah.
of
And
travel.
they're in and out of an area.
They're in and out of an area so often that like if you don't realize that someone's missing or dead in the first like 4 or 5 days, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point it's hard to tell how long they've been dead. You know, like if they're like a week in, it's like, well, it's hard to tell whether this was 6 days or 8 days or like to the hour, and then all of a sudden everyone's alibis are just fucking gone.
Well, and you can just, kill somebody once, right? Don't do
Yeah.
it like turn into a serial killer and then just live the rest of your life,
Yeah.
And to be, as long as you don't fucking I mean, I guess you have to I'm not trying to give a how-to for somebody to kill somebody. But I mean, like, realistically, what gets most of these people caught is that
They can't handle it.
they can't handle it, or they're
Well, I mean, imagine the kind of fucking sociopath you have to be able to kill somebody and then just go back to normal.
yeah.
Just live your life normal.
Yeah.
Like that's fucked up.
And Ted Bundy did it for a while too.
Yeah, well, he was
Dude.
the guy was a lunatic.
Yeah. But also very charismatic and like had like women like all over him.
Yeah.
You know?
Even after they knew he
Yeah.
was a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
That's the
crazy
fucking
part.
crazy
Yeah.
part. Is there are these women that want to be with these guys
And
that
he
killed
got
women?
what's her name? The Boone lady pregnant. I can't remember. I just remember her last name being Boone.
I didn't watch.
I guess
the,
should they
I
got
didn't watch
married.
the movie with Zac Efron, but I heard it was really good. I could live my life normally after killing a panda. Hannah, shut the fuck up. She thinks she can beat a panda in 1-to-1 combat.
She might. How big is the panda? How big is she?
She's 110 pounds.
Okay.
She's a
So
tiny
small
little
panda, maybe a baby.
maybe
panda.
a baby panda. Exactly. Maybe a 1-year-old panda is 60 pounds.
Maybe baby.
Maybe a baby panda.
Maybe baby.
Do you know how hard it is to kill like
Okay.
a
What
bobcat?
If we do,
They're like
what if we-
20 pounds.
What if we do 2 baby pandas per one Hannah?
Oh, I mean, well, she definitely loses to 2 baby
You think
pandas.
so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, are they?
Listen,
fighting?
man,
But you
I had this argument with her for hours
Look,
last
look,
night. I'm
look.
not doing this again right now.
Look, I'm
Oh, Jesus.
trying to weigh in here. Okay, like, what's her reach? How tall is she?
She's not tall. She's like fucking 5'6", 5'7".
How fast can she run? Like, is she pretty fast?
Not fast enough. There's
is
no
she
way she
built,
can run
or is
fast
she like?
enough. No,
you know-
she's a fucking toothpick.
Oh, well,
she's a skinny, tiny little girl.
No, Hannah, this is looking less and less in your favor.
She is.
How
Look. She had the audacity to tell me that she could beat up a panda and that I couldn't beat up a honey badger. She asked me, "What's the fiercest animal you think you could still take on?"
She might be able to beat up a koala.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna scratch her up, but she can fuck a koala.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because their feet, their hands might have claws. Their feet. They're not gonna use they're not chimps. They can't like grab with their feet. Their feet are
Yeah.
just for like walking around. If you grab a koala by the foot, guess what you do next? You fucking hit him on something like a teddy bear. You just beat him like a fucking pillow on a brick, and you just kill him. Hit him on a rock, on a tree. You're just gonna kill a fucking koala.
okay. If we're doing this, how big is the panda? Like, what's the reach?
So her original argument was she could beat up a baby panda, and we were all like, "No shit, dumbass." And then we were like, "What is a scary baby panda?" And she was like,
She
"Okay."
could fuck a koala.
She could fuck a koala up and go back and listen. But stop it. Hold on.
I can just hear my head go out. She could fuck a koala.
Well, but
Like,
here's the thing. We told her, okay, what about a fully grown panda? And she was like, I could probably still take on a fully grown panda.
like,
We were like, a fully grown giant, a 250 pound
wait.
giant panda.
Does she have weapons, or is it
No.
just bare hands?
Body versus body. She's told me that I had a better chance of killing a cow than a honey badger, hand to hand. And I was like, okay, Hannah, how do I kill a cow? Hand to hand. Do you know how soft humans are? Do you know, like, I could punch that thing in the head as many times as I want, and it's just gonna be like, stop. Like, it's not gonna hurt it. Doesn't matter if it's a dairy cow, a
Yeah.
fucking bull,
I
like
mean,
the
what are you
shittiest,
gonna do,
weakest
put it in
cow.
an arm- a
Yeah,
headlock?
you can't be like. Look, all it takes is that thing to knock me over, and I'm dead. It's just gonna fucking step on me to death. They're so strong. She was like, just tip it. It's a cow. I was like, do you know how fucking fake cow tipping is? You know how hard it is to fucking push a cow over? You can't do it.
Maybe for you.
Creighton. But she told me I couldn't kill a honey badger. She told me that
I don't think
I would.
you'd kill a honey badger.
Creighton. Come on now.
It's really fast.
Sure, they're
With
fast.
your bare hands?
Yeah, like in the situation where it's a fight to the death, not where it's going to run away. Like, it's trying to kill me, I'm trying to kill it.
I don't know. It's so fast. Even
Great.
Bartleby, I'll be looking at her. I'm like, damn, this bitch could really fuck me up. If I
Yeah,
really-
it's a cat. I
yeah.
mean, yeah, it's a cat. Cats can fuck you up. Like, I'm not going to.
If it really
I'm not going
wants
to come out of it unscathed, okay? The idea is who wins in a fight to the death. Like, who comes out on top. Like, I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to be scratched up. I'm going to be bleeding. I'm probably going to get a disease, but I'm going to kill the honey badger. Because all it's going to take is, look, I'm going to have to grab its head. Once I have its head, it's over. If I can grab that thing by the neck.
But what if you can't, though? Like, what if it's too fast for you to get? Because the thing is, it's,
What do you think it's
small.
going to do? Attack on Titan me and, like, fucking fly by me and, like,
Well, no.
slit my Achilles?
No,
Like,
it's-
the motherfucker isn't 70 miles an
No.
hour fast.
But
It's
fast.
not running 40
It's
miles an
faster
hour.
than you can probably react.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to hit me once or twice, and I'm going to succumb to my wounds.
But it could probably hit you faster than it would tire out
No.
to take you down.
No.
Yeah, and then
They're
all it
30
has to do is
pounds.
claw you out.
They're a foot tall. It's not going to there's no way.
I don't know. That's tough.
It's not something that's going to take place over the course of 5 minutes.
You
We're
use
talking about probably like a long fight where it's running around for a while. I'm running around
Hey,
for a
Evan.
while.
What's
Hey,
up?
Evan.
What's up, dog?
You'd lose a finger or two, 100%. Bears run
see?
for that from that thing for a reason. Well, yeah, they just don't want to bother with it because they don't want to exude energy.
'Cause
This
it'll
isn't
kill
about
'em.
this isn't about survival. This is about one-on-one fight to the death. A bear isn't going to bother a honey badger because it's not worth its time. It wants easy food. A honey badger's not easy food. I'm talking about a fucking gladiator match, me versus a honey badger.
I think you'll lose.
What?
I think you'll lose.
I'm sure you do. You fucking would. How dare you?
I don't mean it in an offense. I want you to win, Chris. I
Don't
just
ever
don't
call
think
me
you-
that. No, see, now I know for sure you know I could beat one and you're just trying to hurt me. You wouldn't have said that otherwise. That's a fuck.
Well,
That's fucked
listen
up.
to me.
It's a
Listen to
50-50? No. It's like an 85-15.
Listen,
I'm fucking
that
up.
50% is huge.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's 15%.
It's a lot. That
It
can
is
happen in that
mathematically
50%.
small compared to 85.
There's a lot that can happen in that 50%.
And I'm honestly, I think it's like 95-5. I'm saying 85-15 to be generous to the honey badger. Honey
Look,
badger would fuck
Charlie,
me up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Charlie,
Yeah. it was-
Charlie.
oh, Evan said that. I thought it was
Charlie.
Aaron. What?
Hey, Evan, by the way. Listen to me. I want you to win. But,
know.
I just think realistically you would lose.
No.
Okay, you versus Bartleby.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stomp your cat to death. It's a kitten. It's a fucking 3 months
Bartleby,
old.
Don Julio?
Yeah, Bartleby, Don Julio, Barbosa Carter stands no chance against my
But
foot.
she's
I
Don
could kill
Julio.
that cat with my hands behind my back. That your cat is gonna die. I'm sorry. If I
Anna
fight
said
it,
derailed once again. What were we talking? We were talking about something before she brought up this.
I have no idea. I don't care anymore.
How dare
'cause
you come in
Now
here
I'm re-mad about her thinking she could fight a panda, and now that I know that you're just being fucking annoying. You never want to have these arguments for real.
Wait. Okay, what about you versus a serial killer? Since we were talking about
I mean, it depends on the serial killer how
Okay,
how they kill their
you
pe- like,
versus Ed Kemper.
I lose. Well, is it current Ed Kemper? Because I beat 80-year-old Ed Kemper. I think.
you
I
guys
think I
are
have
the
a
same
pretty
a-
good chance against 80-year-old.
You guys are
Ed
the
Kemper.
same age.
No, he's gonna fuck me up. He's 6'7". The guy's 6'7", fucking 300 lean. He was a fucking tank back then. He's gonna fucking
Yeah.
annihilate me.
Dude, that guy's terrifying.
Yeah, he's the scariest.
He's
He's
the-
like the real life Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's like one of the scariest serial killers of all time.
Ugh.
He fucking murders me. It's not even close.
Well,
I could have a knife and he'd still probably have a good
what
chance.
about you versus Ted Bundy?
I don't know. He
Dude's
probably
apparently
he probably
vicious.
yeah he probably fucking wins there too. I'm not a killer. I don't fucking fight people.
Well, no. Okay, it's a fight to the death. You know, it's
Yeah.
a fight to the death, right?
Yeah.
So like,
He's
fight
got
to the
more
death.
experience killing people. I think he has a better chance. Like, I'm only ever going to have a chance against guys who, like, only got away with shit by, like, poisoning or, like, walking up and shooting in the back.
Yeah,
Like, small people.
strategic stuff.
Yeah, like, tiny, skinny guys who'd never had a chance without weapons and shit. Go for the balls. yeah.
There you go.
Here's the thing. They're going to do that, too.
Well, no, but
They're smart.
There's a situation where somebody did go for the balls on
Charlie
Ed
would get
Kemper.
swooned by Ted Bundy? No. I don't think
Yeah,
I would.
that would be hilarious. He'd
It would be
seduce you,
funny.
and then
Yeah,
like
but I
he'd
don't
kill
think-
you.
I don't
you
think
know,
that's-
and then he'd bite you a lot.
No. No.
No, listen. But for real though,
What's
there was
the fiercest animal you think you could kill? In
with or without weapons?
No weapons. Like
No
body
weapons?
versus body. All you have to do is all you can do is defend yourself. I can't believe you guys don't think I can kill a
Imagine-
honey badger. You know I'm 6 times the size of a honey badger.
Imagine I said tiger. No, I don't know. It's hard for me to want to kill animals, even if they were trying to attack me. I'd be like, no, because like,
See, that's where we're different. All I ever think about when I see an animal is I could kill
are
that
you a
animal or
serial
not.
killer?
No, I'm just saying that, like, I think to myself, okay, what I'm about to do is go be nice to this animal. If it's mean to me, can I handle it? Are there people around that can help? Am I by myself? Is it worth not messing with? I should mess with this by myself. Like, if it's a honey badger.
All I think about is like, whenever I see an animal, I'm like, how do I make it my friend? You know what I mean?
Evan, I know. I've seen what honey badgers can do. They're terrifying. She asked me the question, what's the fiercest animal I think I could still kill? I'm not saying I'm going to like easily annihilate a honey badger, but when it comes down to me versus honey badger, all 180 pounds of me versus 35 pounds of 1 foot tall honey badger, I'm going to fucking kill a honey badger.
Or plot twist, you get swooned by the honey badger.
Anyway, she thinks I could kill a cow, but she doesn't think I could kill a honey badger. She's also told me it's too big a risk to attack a goose. While all of these arguments are happening at the same time.
Is it a lone goose or is it like a goose?
I don't care if it's 10 geese. I'm stomping geese. Look, they don't have teeth, dog. They have rubbery beaks. They can't hurt you. They can just yell at you. They're mean. That's all they are. All they have is heart. You know what heart gets you against me if you're a goose? Fucking death. You're going to die if you're a goose.
Evan said I'd fuck up a goose.
Fuck geese. You see, Hannah's just afraid of geese. She's
What about
terrified.
a
She had a
chicken?
bad experience with a bird when she was a kid, and she hates birds.
Oh. What about a chicken?
Great. What?
Like a big chicken, like a rooster, like a fighting chicken.
Yeah, you know what they fight? They fight other chickens. They don't fight fucking people.
That's what I'm saying. So it'd be
You know how
fighting,
easy it is to
it'd be
kill a
fighting
chicken?
as regular, huh?
You know how easy it is to kill a chicken? You grab its head and you just go. You just whip it like a wet towel.
Yeah. My grandma used to do that, which I can
Mhm.
see. She's got
Yeah.
the hands for it.
Yeah, me and my aunt, we all had to kill chickens. It was
You had
fucking-
to too?
Yeah, when I was a kid. It
Oh.
was brutal.
No, you didn't, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to do the fucking thing and then chop their head off with a hatchet. We had a little fucking stump for it and everything in the
It was
backyard.
a regular old chicken
terrible.
run at your house, huh?
My uncle made me.
Jason? Not Jason.
No, not that uncle. Not that
Imagine that.
uncle. No, he would never do that. He's not.
See,
cut. He's
now-
not cut from that cloth.
now-
This is a different side of my family.
Now in my mind, I'm imagining Matt Damon.
It was delicious. It was delicious. Evan.
I'm imagining Matt Damon be like, "Hey, Chris, did you kill that chicken?"
Stop calling me that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
I don't
saying 'cause
care.
it's your uncle.
I know, but I don't
He
care.
wouldn't call
Stop
you
saying
Charlie.
it.
I
It's
met your
annoying.
Uncle Jason. He calls you that.
I know, but you don't. You say Charlie.
Oh,
So
okay.
stop it.
So imagine your Uncle
bothering me.
Jason, but with the face of Matt Damon, and he's like, "You gotta kill this chicken, Charlie."
Yeah, I know.
And then
It
Jimmy
would-
Fallon comes out and just like, "I just deep throated that chicken." This is a bunch of callbacks all lined up in a row.
None of them
from
make any
early.
sense.
None of it makes any sense. You're welcome.
I hate it here. One person thinks it's too risky to fight a goose, and also thinks that she could take on a panda by herself.
A baby
Thinks
panda.
that I could not take on a honey badger, and that she could take on a panda, something twice the honey badger's size when it's a year old. She thinks she could beat that.
Imagine doing a hot ones, but with chicken that you kill.
With what?
All right, so it's a hot like it's
What
a
did
hot
you
one
say?
with the chicken that you killed. But like, okay, it's a hot one start to finish. You start off, just whipping the chicken.
And then preparing
and then like
it.
preparing it, and then
whole-
it
all the
turn-
while
like
just
it's a
eating hot sauce.
it's like that lady you used to watch on YouTube that prepares
Lee
meal.
Zeke, yes.
Yeah, it's like a
There's
little,
Copenhagen.
it's like a little Zeke. It's like a little Zeke episode.
Lee
and
Zeke.
It's like a
not
Lee.
Lil Zeke.
It's like a Lee Zeke episode, and it just like segues into a hot one. Like she gets done making it and slides it over, and it's me and you, and we're doing hot.
I feel like a panda would just give up. Evan, don't.
The crazy part would be if we did B-roll with the chicken before it was killed. Like we're we're hanging out. We put little glasses on it and a hat. Me killing the chicken. I'm pretty sure that's a euphemism for something.
It's yanking the chicken.
Oh, I thought it was called cocking the
Copenhagen, you're
rooster.
here late. You're here at the end of the
Yeah,
episode.
you're here.
How dare you?
How dare you? He came at the end.
People forget that pandas are fucking bears. That's Copenhagen. That's what I'm fucking talking about. This is when you come in. You come in here and you tell them all how stupid they are.
Do you know koalas
I
aren't
love
bears?
you.
They're more super.
yeah, they're not
But
a
they're
bear.
called koala bears.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of animals that are named like a Tasmanian tiger is not a tiger, but that's
Or a
what it's-
tiger shark. It's not a tiger either.
Yeah, you're right. Or like how a whale shark isn't a whale.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shark. I hate everybody.
So the whale fucked a
Copenhagen,
shark.
I love you.
And that's how we got a whale shark.
Whale sharks are cool. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, neither shark nor whale.
You've never seen one.
I've seen one. They
In
look like
person?
giant
In
sharks.
person, I
No,
mean.
they're
Okay.
big though.
They
right?
are fucking it's the biggest fish in the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah, whale sharks are the largest fish in the ocean because
that's cool.
whales aren't fish.
And neither are
shark.
squids. Like the giant squids don't count as fish, right?
I think they do, but whale sharks are way bigger than giant squids.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What?
Because people were amazed that we found like an 18-foot squid a couple years ago. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean it's big for a squid. It's not like the biggest thing in the ocean
But-
by a long shot.
But like, no. I
Or
think
not even the
whale-
biggest
I
fish
think
by a long shot.
actual whales are bigger than probably a whale shark, right?
yeah, way
Okay.
bigger. Well, it depends on the whale. Some whales, yes. Some other ones, no.
Like I think sperm whales are kind of small, but like,
No, sperm whales are
Or
huge.
which one's the really small? Like it's small, but it's a whale. It's not a killer whale.
Oh, there's a bunch. I mean, like bottlenose dolphins are technically whales, I think.
Really?
Like, there's some whales that are dolphins and some dolphins that are whales.
Are narwhals whales?
Yes, it's narwhal.
Are narwhals
I
whales?
think they're whales.
But it's spelled like whale.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's WHAAL.
Oh, they threw the extra A in there to throw us off.
They're huge. I wrestle intrusive thoughts every moment of the day and win. I could beat a panda. Go to the Atlanta
Yeah.
Aquarium. They have some. Yeah.
Oh, me and April are trying to go there.
Yeah, they have
So-
whale sharks there.
Yeah.
They're fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
The ones there are probably small
Can you
compared
pet it?
to no.
Can
I don't think
touch
you
it?
can.
Can I fight it?
I don't. No, I don't think you
Could
can.
you fight a whale shark, Charlie?
No, their fucking tails could kill you.
Yeah.
And like have injured people bad. Like not,
Really?
they didn't even try to. They just their tails are so strong and they move so fast in the water that like divers will get hit by their tail and like it'll fuck them up because of just how raw of a power they are.
Like I see you walking around with a limp, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Have you ever seen
Whale
like a
shark
picture
throw-
of like a
throw.
person in the water next to a whale shark?
Yeah, it's huge.
They're fucking
They're like
enormous.
as big as like a school bus. Or
Yeah,
something
like
that.
yeah, they're fucking gigantic. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The school bus is big. I saw one.
The
today.
crazy shit is when you see just how big a gray whale really is. There's like a
Yeah.
video of a gray whale with two dolphins swimming at the front of it,
Hmm.
and it is fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's like, how big is? You know what? I Google this every now and again, but I must. How big is a gray whale? I spelled gray wrong 'cause I'm an idiot. Gray whale. These large whales can. Oh wait, is it a blue whale that's the biggest one? Hold on. Biggest whale species. Okay, the Antarctic blue whale. The blue whales are the one I'm talking about. Biggest animal on the planet, weighing up to 400,000 pounds.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of blubber.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's
Whales have blubber.
That's
right?
almost 500,000 pounds. Pounds of weight of an animal. They reached 98 feet, approximately 33 elephants large.
Jesus. Copenhagen said, "I put $5 on Charlie if they fight outside the water."
Yeah, there you go. I think I do have a chance. I think I could just stand there and wait on him to die, and I'm gonna win.
Like you pull up a chair and you're like,
I'm just like,
get
get
him
shit
in."
on, pussy, and just watch this thing die.
Oh, that's kind of
Jesus Christ! Like the next biggest.
What's the next biggest animal? Is it your mom?
Nice.
Thank you.
That's not what I want. The fucking graph. God damn it! How did they even get that?
It's
picture?
pronounced giraffe. They're related to Melissa, I think.
How dare you? Can I fucking select this? Okay, there we go. A finback is the next largest.
What does it look like?
It kind of looks like a blue whale, except that the tail is a lot smaller. It's like a tiny little tail compared to the blue whales having the fucking ridiculous giant squish a school bus tails. Blue whale is 69 to 99 feet, give or take. A finback's like 72 to 82. You have something called a right whale and a sperm whale. They're the next biggest. Sperm whales are fucking massive too. And then humpbacks are pretty big. And then you have orcas, minke whale, narwhal. So a narwhal is a whale, but they're small. They're like 13 to 15 feet. Beluga whale is what I was thinking earlier. They're the ones that are super
I like
small.
that name.
Belugas?
Beluga.
Yeah, and they look cool.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Creighton's first girlfriend. Damn.
Damn.
Got him. That's crazy.
Funny. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
I'll have
Does
to
she
tell
slap
that-
me?
I'll have to tell her that the next time I see her.
Okay, look, we've gone on several tangents this episode. I think it's time to wrap up.
I don't think we even-
though I'm sad that Copenhagen is now
We
here.
didn't- the only
and
thing
I
we
want to
talked
see
about
him.
from the intro was Maui.
Well, that was
There
the
was a
only
bunch
thing
of
in the
stuff.
intro.
Was it? I thought there was
Yeah.
something else.
No.
Reread that again. Let me see it.
No, I'm not rereading it.
Oh.
What the fuck? Not rereading the intro.
Well,
as
no,
the
I
outro.
just don't remember it.
I said the Maui stuff all exclusively, and
Was
then
it
the
just
weather.
Maui?
Maui, and then the weather,
Where
and
was
then
the
I
weather
said
at?
word of the day. It was in Bristol Bay, Alaska.
How far are we from the seas?
Wait, April is Creighton's first girlfriend? Damn. No, that's
Get
not.
outta here with
How
that.
dare you?
Although
How
my
dare you.
first like serious girlfriend did slap Charlie.
Yeah.
I think we told that story on the podcast.
Yeah. April didn't slap me.
No. April's hilarious though.
Yes. She probably has wanted to slap me a few times.
Yeah, for sure. I think she's wanted to slap both of us at the same time.
You think she's wanted to slap you?
No, both of us at the same time. Like one slap, like you know, or douche. Yeah, because she likes Melissa, so she wouldn't want to slap all three of us.
Anyway.
And she likes Amanda too, but I don't think she wants to slap.
Any new applicants? Well, Melissa's still
Melissa's
here. She's still
she
alive.
called into this one.
If
so
she was
yeah.
here at the beginning
Yeah,
on the phone,
you missed out. Yeah.
and she might be here tomorrow.
And then we put
she
her on
says,
the
for a
hook.
potential
you know?
podcast.
We hooked her up.
So we will see. Anyway.
No hook.
Anyway.
Any whore.
No, at the Lion. Oh, at the Lion.
Oh, you want me to check? I specifically haven't checked just because of you opening it.
Damn, I forgot all about that tangent. You have to do it. You have to check. Anyway, with that said, we love you guys. We got to go. We got to wrap this one up.
All right.
We will see you all maybe tomorrow.
Maybe.
We talking about tomorrow maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, tomorrow we might.
I don't know. You're so I had to call you
been-
like 10 times just to get this one.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for podcasts.
Listen, it's not been rough for me.
Buy friends at your local hardware store.
I've tried to call
Evan spelled buy.
Charlie
Bye.
several times, and it's not his fault. He's just a terrible friend.
That's not
But I'm
true.
just kidding. I love him.
Later, duders.
He has just been tired and busy and exhausted,
That's pretty much
and also
the-
very busy.
Yeah, it's mostly the times you want to do it. It's like at the end of a 20-hour day for me, and I'm like, I can't do it.
And I'm like, just power through. Imagine like the half hallucinated stuff that you'll talk about.
We love you guys. Have a good night. Creighton, say good night.
It's the afternoon.
Say good night.
It's 3:30.
Say good night. It's for the posterity.
Good afternoon. I mean, good night, Creighton.